brother's letting us sleep in his room for right now, and he's sleeping in the living room on the couch because there's only 2 rooms. It's her brother. I mean, her brother has 1 room, and her dad and her girlfriend have another. And her brother's really nice about that, but we need our own space. But for right now, I'm begging you guys, please send me some money for some weed. Please. I need it. I fucking need it. And I don't really smoke cigarettes like that. My girlfriend does. But right now, I just need to smoke something, Can anyone please spare any money for weed, please? I need some weed. I need some weed. Thank you again, Dave. Yes, I do need weed. It says sober up. Weed is not a drug. Can anybody please spare any money for weed? I'm not playing, please. I'm not joking. This is not a joke. God bless you, Dave. Can anybody please spare any money for weed? I need weed. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but I just been smoking them right now because I don't have any weed. I really need some weed. My girlfriend smokes some. Weed is not a drug. Weed is not a drug. It is a medicine. Weed is my medicine. I'm bipolar. I use weed for medicinal purposes. Huh? Sandy, I don't give a fuck about your boyfriend and him believing that he was addicted to weed. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm bipolar and I use weed as a medicine. Same as my fucking father does. My father, he uses weed as a medicine. Me, I use weed as a medicine. Can anybody please spare any money for weed, please? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be bossy. I'm not trying to be rude. You said, how much do I need? Anything helps. Anything helps. Anything at all helps. I probably need like $40 or $50. Can anybody please spare any money for weed, please? I don't even smoke cigarettes. I swear to God, I don't even smoke cigarettes. My girlfriend does. I'm just smoking them right now because I don't got no weed and I'm struggling. You said I am bipolar and weed ain't it, my friend. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We do not do drugs, get grape. We do not do drugs. Weed is not a drug. Can anybody please spare any money for weed, please? anybody please spare any money for weed, please? I am bipolar. I use weed as a medicine. I use weed as a medicine the same as my father. Okay, my father, he is also bipolar, and he uses weed as his medicine. And I follow him in that path. I don't even smoke cigarettes, but my girlfriend does, and I just really feel like it might help me right now, even though I just wish I had some. I'm praying some people come through.
Buddy who donated, we got some burger.
Oh, excuse me.
Yes, it is, Anthony. Can anybody please spare any money for weed? Hello, peace, love, and happiness. I'm having a real hard day today. I'm having a really hard day today. I need money for weed. I've been trying to smoke this cigarette, but my desire for weed is so strong. It's hard for me to even light up this cigarette because it's not weed.
And I'm having a reaction through the screen.
I just want weed. I'm going to try to smoke this cigarette.
You're such a fool, Austin.
I don't even smoke cigarettes. My girlfriend does. And I'm just smoking her cigarettes because I don't have any weed. No, I do not, Uncle Salty. Can anybody please spare any money for weed, please? Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. God bless you. God bless you so much. Thank you. William, I remember you, William. I actually just thought about you the other day. I remembered how many times you helped me last winter. Thank you so much, man. I'll always remember how much you helped me. Times when you paid for 2 weeks in a hotel. You know, times where you sent me a $500 donation last year. I remember those times. And I'm very grateful to you. And I know you don't got it like that anymore. I know that was whenever you had a lot of money come in, a settlement or something. I just really appreciate you helping me out when you had the ability to. Thank you. No, you did not, Dakota. William just sent me $40 for weed. Now, the thing is, my Cash App was $5 negative. So I got $35 for weed now. I got $35. And that should be enough to get some. Now, there isn't any dispensaries around me where I live right now. So that stresses me out, man. I forgot. I took it for granted. I took California for granted, man. I forgot, man. Sometimes there ain't a dispensary around in other states. In California, man, you can always find a dispensary. It ain't like that here, man. So I'm, you know, I know that I can find it somewhere. You know, I know I'll be able to find it. I just don't know how much it's gonna be yet. I'm gonna find it, and I should have enough to get a little bit. You know, I should have enough to get a little bit. Hey, Potato, I didn't receive a notification for that. You said, is this being used as a medical need or is it recreational? I don't have my medical card yet because I didn't need it in California. I'm going to try to get my medical card because it is medical for me. I am bipolar, and my father is also bipolar, and he smokes weed for his medicine, and I am smoking weed for my medicine. So where's your father? He's in New York. You said if it's medical, why aren't you getting it from a pharmacist? They do have a medical place around here, but I don't have a medical card yet. Because in California, I didn't need one. I should have got one because I heard you can get cheaper prices with medical sometimes, but I just never got one because I didn't need it. Because you could buy it anyways. You didn't need a card to buy it. You say, am I actually getting money for Za? If you mean weed, yeah. I have to wait. I can't get it right now. I have to wait a little bit. Potato, I think you're lying, man. I haven't received any notification. I should be able to get some tonight. I should. It's not a definite. You said you sent me $10. No, you did not. This peace, love, and happiness person did not send me anything. This potato person did not send me anything either. William did. I really appreciate you, William. God bless you, man. You know, it's one day at a time. You know, I know me and my girlfriend are gonna do good here. The reason I use weed instead of pills, pharmaceutical pills, to treat my bipolar is because when I was a teenager, they gave me different pharmaceutical pills for my bipolar, and I had very bad side effects. Very bad side effects. Hey, I'm so sorry. Was that you, peace, love, and happiness? I did just get a $10 donation on Cash App. Oh, man, I'm sorry. Fuck. Please forgive me. It's just people keep messing with me. And usually I would wait a little bit before I just say, oh, you're lying. I haven't seen your name. I thought I recognized your name. I thought I remembered you. Thank you so much. Peace, love, and happiness. God bless you. You know, when I was a teenager, they gave me this one medicine called Halidol. And I started doing this. I couldn't stop moving my neck in another direction. And when I tried to lay down at night, I couldn't stop doing this. And so I had to push my head against the bed to fucking try to get it to go back straight so I could sleep. No, I am not, Nicole. Lindsay, you're black. Yeah, it's been a long time. Peace, love, and happiness. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I'm sorry in the past when I was rude to you. It's just, it was never personal. I go through things sometimes and I'm not always the most. Haladol's the worst. I couldn't walk right on that stuff. And you're not the only one who told me the same thing, Leah. You're not the only one. You're not the only one who told me they also had a bad experience with Haladol when I've shared this story. They also gave me lithium, but I got so sick to my stomach. I got so sick to my stomach. I told the doctor, like, I'm so sick, I feel like I'm high. He's like, well, it doesn't get you high. And I'm like, not like high, like I don't feel like I'm high. I'm just so sick. My mind just feels like out of it, like it's disoriented. You know what I'm saying? And then they gave me a trazodone. That didn't do anything. They gave me some others. I forget some of the names of the other ones, but everyone they gave me either had a bad side effect or didn't work. And after Haladol, I was too scared. I was too scared to try anymore. After Haladol, they gave me a different one. And I just told them, yeah, it's working. I feel better. Just so they wouldn't keep trying other stuff because I didn't know what would happen next. And then I stopped taking it. Thank you so much, John. God bless you, John. Thank you so much. Somebody named John just sent me $5 on Cash App. God bless you, John. Thank you. Amen, Christina. They just put you on anything. They just trial and error. They don't look at. It's just trial and error. They just give you a drug that's supposed to work for this, and just see what happens. And it's scary, At least with weed, if I smoke straight sativa, I will get paranoid, and I might get manic. It might trigger my mania. But that's why I usually do a hybrid. Indica is really relaxing, but I'll get too tired. So, a nice hybrid, it doesn't stress me out too much. It doesn't make me too tired. Yeah, it makes me feel calm and normal. I am not Ukrainian. I've had so many people on the internet and real life say I look like Zelensky. Thank you again so much, John, for sending the $5 on Cash App. Thank you, peace, love, and happiness. And thank you, William. These people are fucking crazy, man, in the comments. I don't deserve this slander. I don't deserve to be bullied and harassed like this. I'm a good guy, just a humble man asking for money for weed. And with this $50 I have right now, I should be able to get some. I have to wait a little bit longer. Said you act like so. I do ask for money, like Zelensky. I do keep begging for money. But I am not going to send. No, it's not Cali Waves. I am not going to send my fellow countrymen to die to satisfy the American empire's need to sell more weapons and to get rich off all the money I'm making off that. I'm not that type of guy. Yeah, I'll beg you for money, but it's not for war though. It's for weed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the anti-Zelensky. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do they call that? What do they call that? You got Mario and Wario. You got I'm Waz Zelensky. Waz Zelensky. Well, Waz Zelensky. I'm like the opposite of Zelensky. I also ask for money, but it's for weed, not war. You know what I'm saying? Oh. Not Waluigi. Waz Zelensky. I do not support Russia either. Okay? I do not support either side of that war. I have great sympathy and I feel very bad for the Ukrainian people who are forced to be conscripted into war. You know, Ukraine was even, I don't know, I didn't see more updates on it, but last year even, they were forcing refugees, Ukrainian refugees who went to other European countries to come back to Ukraine so that they could send them to die in the war. Think about how fucked up that is. You flee your country. You flee your country because there's a war and you don't want to die for that shit. You don't want to die for corporate interests, you know, or for NATO. You flee to try to find another life elsewhere, and the government of the country you left tells you you have to come back and die for them. You know, it's sad, and I have sympathy for the Russian people, the Russian workers, working class people who might not want to be in that war. You know, I have sympathy for the innocent Russians and the innocent Ukrainians. I don't have national pride for either one. You know, and it's not a football game. You know, it's not about picking sides. I'm not neutral either. I support the immediate end of the war in Ukraine, you know, and the immediate end of the suffering, you know. And no, I do not support Trump. I do not support Trump or Kamala Harris. And it, you know, it's the thing is, it's fucking. It's so hard. It's so depressing. You know, all of the communists have always been against the Democratic Party and the Republican Party because they are capitalist parties run by capitalists for the capitalist class exclusively. They do not care about the regular working class people. They do not represent the regular working class people. Yet we have Kamala Harris basically agreeing with everything Trump agrees with, you know, even saying that she's gonna appoint Republican members of staff, you know, and still trying to act like she's different, like her party is different, like her party is better for the people when it's not. Neither of those parties serve the interest of the people. They only serve the interest of the elite capitalist class. Only them. They only work for that privileged class of rich people. They do not work for us. So you got Trump saying, oh yeah, the elite establishment, I'm anti-establishment. He is the elite. He is the establishment. He literally is the people he's trying to convince you that he's against. He's part of that. So is Kamala Harris. So is Joe Biden. You know, the thing is, Kamala Harris and Trump both want to keep supporting Israel. Do you understand that? Donald Trump and Kamala Harris both have promised over and over that they are going to continue to send aid, money, and weapons to Israel in the middle of the genocide of the Palestinians. Josh, God bless you. I got about $50. I should be able to get something tonight. I'm in a new area. It's not exactly easy, but hello, Isaac. How you doing? Weed does not kill, Anthony. And that's what I was going to say a second ago. You know, the Republicans and the right-wingers literally will sit there and call Kamala Harris and the Democrats communist and say they want communism. And to people who are actually communist, it's very clear they do not want communism. They do not support communism. They support the suppression of the workers. And they're different from the Republicans, but they're not. Did you know that the Democratic Party used to have in their party program, the things they stand for, they used to be against torture. They've recently removed that from their party program as well. The Democrats and Republicans both publicly support torture, even though it's supposed to be illegal, you know. I mean, and that's some people might not even understand that or care about that. There's other things that affect all of our lives, because the hardest thing is Americans, a lot of Americans, not every one of them, a lot of Americans do not care about things that do not affect them. They live in their own little bubble, and they feel like they don't have the energy or the willpower to care about any other group of suffering people in the world, even if their actions could actually end that person's suffering. You said how much a 40-ounce beer is in my area? I don't know.